Hey, Cowboys Nation, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some huge news that is sure to rock the NFL world and make you all feel a little more hopeful for the future of America's team. Jared Goff, the talented quarterback who has had a roller coaster ride of a career, has just signed a massive 4-year, $160 million deal with the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you heard that right, Jared Goff, the same Goff who was once the number 1 overall pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, is now set to take his talents to Dallas and lead the Cowboys into the next era of football. This is one of the most intriguing and unexpected moves in recent memory, and it's got Cowboys fans buzzing. You might be asking yourself, why Goff? Why now? After all, the Cowboys have had Dak Prescott under center for the last several years. So, what is behind Jerry Jones' decision to go after Goff and make him the face of the franchise moving forward? Well, let's break down everything you need to know about this monumental deal and what it means for both the Cowboys and Jared Goff's career. Let's start by looking at Goff's background and what he's done in the NFL so far. Coming into the league, Jared Goff had sky-high expectations. Drafted by the Los Angeles Rams as the number 1 overall pick, Goff was expected to be the face of the franchise, and for a while, he looked like he was going to live up to that billing. In his early years, he had some growing pains, especially under Jeff Fisher's coaching staff. But when the Rams brought in Sean McVay as head coach, things changed for Goff in a big way. Under McVay's leadership, Goff flourished, helping lead the Rams to a Super Bowl appearance in 2019. That was the peak of Goff's career. He was poised for greatness. But as we all know, the NFL is a tough league, and after some struggles in the years that followed, Goff was traded to the Detroit Lions in 2021 in a move that was seen as a reset for both franchises. In Detroit, Goff showed flashes of the quarterback we saw during his best years with the Rams, but consistency continued to elude him. Goff's biggest issue has always been his ability to perform in high-pressure moments, whether it's in the playoffs or late in the season when games are on the line. He's had great regular seasons, but when it's mattered most, Goff has often faltered. The 2022 season was particularly challenging for him, as the Lions had high hopes for a playoff berth but fell short, leaving questions about Goff's ability to take his team to the next level. Despite these inconsistencies, Goff has always had the talent, and the Cowboys see that as something they can build upon. So, why would Jerry Jones pull the trigger on a quarterback like Goff when Dak Prescott has been a solid leader for the Cowboys? Let's dive into why this deal might actually make sense for the Cowboys. First off, while Dak Prescott has been a good quarterback for Dallas, there have been some serious question marks surrounding his ability to lead the Cowboys to a Super Bowl. Let's not sugarcoat it, Dallas has been stuck in a rut for years. They have one of the most talented rosters in the NFL, with playmakers like CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, and a defense that's been on the rise with stars like Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs. But despite all that talent, they've consistently fallen short in the playoffs. Whether it's Dak's performance in big games or missed opportunities as a team, the Cowboys have been unable to break through the glass ceiling of playoff success. This is where the pressure comes in for Jerry Jones. He wants to win now. He's never been shy about making bold decisions, and with Goff signing, he's made it clear that he's willing to go all in to give the Cowboys the best shot at returning to the Super Bowl. Goff's fit in Dallas is intriguing for a few reasons. First, Goff is a quarterback who thrives in a play-action-heavy offense. That's exactly what the Cowboys have. With a strong running game, led by Tony Pollard and a solid offensive line, Goff can succeed in a system where he doesn't have to do everything himself. The pressure will be less on Goff to be a superstar in every game, and more on him to manage the game, make smart decisions, and utilize his weapons. He doesn't need to carry the team, he just needs to be consistent and make the big throws when it counts. That's something that Goff has shown he can do when he's playing with confidence. Under offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer and head coach Mike McCarthy, Goff will have a chance to thrive in a system that fits his skill set. McCarthy has a proven track record of working with quarterbacks, from his time with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay to now in Dallas. He's had success with quarterbacks who are accurate passers, make quick decisions, and operate well under structure. Goff can be that quarterback in Dallas, and this is probably the best situation for him to get back to the level of play we saw when he was leading the Rams to the Super Bowl. But, of course, with a deal this big, $160 million, with $90 million in guarantees, the expectations are sky high. The Cowboys are all in on Goff, and that means they'll be expecting him to take them to the next level. The pressure is on. Goff has the talent, but can he handle the weight of the Dallas Cowboys franchise? Can he lead them past the playoff disappointments of the past and into the Super Bowl conversation? These are the big questions that will hang over Goff's head as he steps into his new role. But let's be real, this is a low-risk, high-reward move for the Cowboys. If Goff doesn't pan out, they can look for other options down the line, but if he finds his groove in Dallas, the Cowboys could be poised for a serious run at a championship. Looking at the contract breakdown, the $160 million deal is structured in a way that benefits both the team and the player. With $90 million guaranteed, Goff is getting paid handsomely for his services, but the Cowboys also have a bit of flexibility in the first 2 years of the contract. This allows them to continue building the team around him, adding more pieces where necessary, without being bogged down by an overwhelming salary cap hit in the early stages of the deal. The Cowboys can still make moves to strengthen their roster, whether it's through free agency or the draft, all while having Goff under center as their quarterback of the future. This contract gives them the flexibility they need while securing Goff's services for the long term. Now, the real test for Goff will come when the games start to matter in the postseason. We've seen Goff struggle in high-stakes games in the past, particularly in the Super Bowl and in the playoffs with the Lions. Can he step up when it matters most? This is a huge question mark, and it's one that will define his legacy in Dallas. If he can prove that he has the mental fortitude to perform in big games, the Cowboys might have their quarterback for the next decade. If he falls short, then the team might need to reassess its future at the position once again. This is the nature of the NFL. Quarterbacks are the heart of the team, and if Goff is going to live up to this contract, he'll need to show that he can thrive under pressure and deliver when it counts. As we look ahead to the Cowboys' future, the signing of Goff could be a game changer. The team has been on the cusp of greatness for a few years now, but they've always come up just short. Whether it's been Dak's injury concerns, missed opportunities, or just bad luck, the Cowboys have yet to break through. Goff, with his ability to manage games, read defenses, and make clutch throws, could be the missing piece to help push the Cowboys over the top. With a top-tier running game, a talented defense, and a supporting cast full of playmakers, Goff has everything he needs to succeed in Dallas. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to execution. In conclusion, Jared Goff's 4-year contract with the Dallas Cowboys is a bold, high-stakes move by Jerry Jones and the organization. It's clear that the Cowboys are ready to take the next step and believe that Goff is the right guy to lead them there. He's got the talent, the tools, and the opportunity to succeed, but whether he can handle the pressure and perform in big moments remains to be seen. Cowboys fans should be excited, but they should also temper their expectations, knowing that this move comes with risks. But one thing's for sure, this season is about to get a whole lot more interesting. Will Goff be the quarterback who finally leads the Cowboys to the Super Bowl? Only time will tell, but the journey begins now.